I've been trying to get with you for a minute, girl. Why'd I turn you down? What I can make you mine? Unexplained feelings that I ain't really getting to yet. Is there anything else you gotta tell me now? So I heard you found somebody else, and at first I thought it was a lie.
Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us.
I remember you used to dance. I remember you were pretty good.
There are some things in this world, Captain Niobe, that will never change.
Niobe.
Some things do change.
And we are rolling. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's me, Dylan, your friendly neighborhood podcaster. Yeah, guys, everything is going pretty well in life right now. We all know life can be a roller coaster, but sometimes you reach Zen moments in life, and I have definitely been in one of those Zen moments. Things are good. You know, life still poses challenges every day, but my chakras are aligned, and to keep a long story short, I'm doing good and I'm happy. So I just thought I'd throw that out there to the universe, to the audience really quick. I'm very self-reflective and self-aware individual, and I'm very in tune with, my happiness levels and things like that, and trying to be mentally sound. A little history about myself. Back in college, the first time I kind of experienced what a depression was, I was in college and I really wasn't going to class. I was unconfident socially. Things just started kind of spiraling downwards, because I wasn't really living up to my full potential. And each day that I let that negative thought get to me, it pushed me further and further down a hole. So there was like a week or two in college where all I did was sit on the couch and watch Netflix, and it dug me even further and further down the hole. And I was really depressed. Some people probably suffer from depression like long term, but mine hit me short term, but it also hit me very intensely. Not to drag it out, the negative vibes, but what really pisses me off about being depressed in college was that on my 21st birthday, I went on a cruise in Mexico on a cruise ship, but I still carried a little bit of that depression with me. And I turned 21 on a cruise ship and had a decent time, but I was still like depressed, and my chi wasn't aligned, and my inner self wasn't happy. So the whole trip, even though I'm glad I did it, the whole trip I wasn't happy, and I was unconfident and anxious. And everything happens for a reason, but depression's a real thing. So back to what I was saying earlier, I'm happy, I'm not depressed. I have struggled with depression in the past, mild cases of it here and there, little hiccups in life. Everybody goes through that, I know. But sometimes I have a way of, I would say I've been through it a few times too many, and I did it to myself. It's all self-inflictive. Like, for example, maybe recently, when I was in the Navy, this is a small example. A couple months ago, I went out drinking to the bar, and it was a Sunday. I was feeling high on life. I was feeling good. I was like, damn, I'm gonna go out to the bar and drink a couple beers, get a little drunk, and just have a good time. I owe it to myself. Well, I had like 10 to 12, maybe 15 beers. Haven't drank anything in 3 months because of boot camp and shit. Drank all this alcohol, freaking screwed myself over, got really drunk, walked back to my barracks, barely made it to my barracks in time. Don't really remember, kind of blacked out. Woke up the next day at like 5:30, had to go to class. Was hungover all day in class. So essentially what that one day did to me was it threw out all my chakra and all my chi and all my positivity went out the window. And it's almost like I had to go fishing for it again. I lost it, and I knew I lost it, and I had to bring it back in. Thankfully, I'm pretty good now at being strong mentally, good willpower. So I really focused my energy on getting my chi back and refocusing and getting back into the rhythm of things. And I pulled it back in. And ever since then, I've learned my lesson. Alcohol isn't a good mix with me sometimes when I go out and get a little rowdy. It's fun as hell. I love to party. I love to feast. I love to indulge. But I didn't make a smart choice, and I became mentally like a mini depression for a couple of days because I threw out all my energy, my good energy. So that's what the cause of my depression was for those couple of days, was that I fucked my own self up. So there's that. But today I just wanted to talk about life, talk about how positive I've been lately. I don't really have much of a fan base yet, but hopefully I will soon. Who knows what'll happen. I'm in the Navy. I got my coffee. Life is good. Got my roommate over there chilling. He's watching a freaking movie or something. So life is good. Let's see. My family's healthy. My friends are good. My family's good. My health is good. I've been eating healthier. Water, coffee, fruits, veggies, protein. That's all you need. Been working out here and there. I met some really good people at this Navy base. And I've been struggling with the ladies a little bit, but that's something I'm always, internally kind of struggling with, is like, damn, I need to get laid. It's kind of like a problem of mine, that I really want to have sexual relationship with women a lot, and when I'm not having it, it makes me anxious, and I'm like, why aren't I having this? I've been working on it. I've kind of worked on it my whole life, so it's nothing really new to me. It's nothing really intensely bothering me, but since I've been in this new environment, seeing all these pretty girls, it is kind of fucking with me a little bit. But, you know, each day I push forward and try to work on myself, work on my personal issues. So, it's not too bad. Things are going well. So overall, like I said, life is good. We all have our issues. You know, now you know a couple of mine. And I have many more issues than that. But I'm like really good. I'm in a really good mental place right now. And I owe that to, you know, the divine spirit of the universe. That's what I believe in. I believe in energies. I believe in there is something up there. I'm not really sure if it's God, because that was like made up by man. But there is something up there, and it guides me. And let's just say that I have a very personal relationship with this energy. And I'm not really sure if I should preach about it or not. I mean, why not? I guess it's not a bad thing, but I feel like it's so secretive to me and it's so valuable to me that I almost don't want to give away the secrets of its power. And that's very selfish. And kind of going through this dialogue as we speak, kind of realizing how selfish that is. But I just don't know what to do and how to express it, or if I should express it. So we'll leave it at that. Spiritually, things have been going good. I have my own spirituality. I don't know what it is. But I've been reading a book about Taoism. I don't really know if that's how you pronounce it. Tao. It's an Asian, I think it's Asian, kind of like Buddhism. It's something similar to that. I've been reading a daily meditations book about that, and that's been very helpful, because basically everything that I've learned through wisdom and experience is in this book, and I'm learning new things that are very, you know, close to the things that I have already learned, but I'm also like strengthening that foundation of knowledge through this book, and I'm learning new things through this book. I will say a lot of the shit I already know, but it's just cool to see it on paper, and it's cool to see other people that have experienced this same type of energy flow. You know, so I can talk for hours and hours, but I want to keep this kind of relatively short. And I wanted to get into another topic about myself personally, and then I'm going to try to edit this video and make it cool and make it interesting. Because, you know, first off, my passion is like film. I think it's film, because I love film so much and I love movies so much. And, you know, some people may hate on that statement. Oh, I think my passion is this. I know I love it very much, and I am passionate about it. So I guess it's safe to say that it is my passion. You know, I want to make some YouTube videos. I love movies. I wanted to talk about that today, my love for movies and how this all kind of developed. And I think I have the potential to be a really good director of a movie. I'm confident that I could put something on the screen with the right training, the right guidance, that would be pretty special. Like, it's weird. Like, I know that I can make it good, but I just don't know how to make it good yet. Basically, like Quentin Tarantino said, you don't have to know anything about movies to make a movie. All you have to do is love making movies and want to make a movie, and it'll make itself. So it's basically like the law of attraction. Like, I have a general idea of how to make a good movie based off of the movies I've seen, based off of my emotions from those movies, and based off of how I see and visualize things in life and how I'm going to put that on the screen. Kind of like one of my favorite directors is Mel Gibson. He has a way of putting things on the screen that are so powerful and so touching to me personally, and to others, I would assume. His style is just, it's great. He has a certain style to all his movies, and so I just know that I would be a great director, or I don't really know the difference between a director and a producer, to be honest with you. But I know movies, cinema, film, creativity, theater, something in that realm calls me, because I just know that that's what I want to do. So yeah, let's talk about movies really quick. A couple minutes, I'll be done here. It all started when I was young. I think my love for movies, I can't really trace back like the first movies I watched as a kid. But this interesting thing happens when you watch like Disney movies that you haven't seen since you were a kid. For example, let's say that I watched Dumbo like a shit ton of times. Let's say that I watched Dumbo like a shit ton of times when I was like 3 or 4, right? I can't necessarily recall that at all. But I will say when I was about 14 or 15, or when I was older, I watched Dumbo again. Or maybe it was a YouTube clip about Dumbo. That's what it was. I watched a YouTube clip about Dumbo. And the memories that I had when I was 3 of the movie came back to me, and I could remember the scenes in the movie. So I guess what I'm trying to say is, that's like my first memory of like watching movies and stuff. But they came about years later when I watched Dumbo or another Disney movie when I was like 12 or 13. But I think my love for movies kind of came, I owe it all to my grandpa, Pop-Pop. One time when I was little, he cooked me food. And then he did something for me that was really cool. He gave me a table tray of food. And he put me downstairs in my uncle's room. And he put the food on the TV tray with me in a chair, and he put the TV on. And I guess I wasn't really used to that when I was little. And I sat there, I ate my food, which was hamburger steak. My grandpa used to make me hamburger steak. And with A1 sauce, I think. Yeah, when it was like green beans and stuff. And I remember what I was watching. I was 5 years old, and I can remember this. I was watching like a Looney Tunes show about the Looney Tunes in like middle school, or like I think they were in like school or something. And the vibe that I got from watching TV and eating at the same time, like I have 2 pleasures in front of me at once. 3, because I'm relaxing, I'm eating, and I'm enjoying entertainment at the same time. So that right there kind of set me, I think that's what like set me off. So ever since then, okay, hold on, let me stop for a second. So there was that moment, and that's just kind of like a special memory for me. And I think that's one of the foundations on why I love movies so much, because of the vibe that sitting down, watching a movie creates for a person. It's like your own little world, your little fantasy like realm of relaxation and imagination and things like that. But I owe it to my grandpa as well for this. He always used to take me to the movie theater. And I would go with him, go to his house, and we would like go to the movies. That was our thing. I would go to my grandpa's house, I'd chill, eat breakfast, do just simple shit when I was a kid. And at times I was like, damn, this is kind of boring. But really what when I was with my grandpa, things were just so good and pure because he like cooked good breakfast. And like when I was with my mom living at home, I'd have like Pop-Tarts or like toaster strudels, you know. Like my mom worked hard and stuff, and she'd cook once in a while when I was little. She'd cook breakfast. She'd definitely take care of me. Like don't get it wrong. My mom fucking is the shit. But going over to Pop-Pop's house was different. He's like more old fashioned. He cooked home cooked breakfasts. When I went there, you know, he spoiled me. So where was I going with this? Yeah, so I would go over to Pop-Pop's house, and he would always take me to the movie theater. We'd do simple shit all day, fish, go for a bike ride, go rollerblading, you know, watch a movie at the house, you know. We'd do something. He wouldn't just like let me sit there. He'd always do something with me, which is beautiful if you think about it, you know, spending time with me all the time. And he'd take me to the cinema. And that was the shit. Me, Paula, my grandma, Paula, and Pop-Pop. And we'd go to the cinema, and that was our thing. And we usually go to dinner and then the cinema. So those combinations right there, that was kind of like a euphoric feeling for me. Like damn, we're going to the cinema. We're going to watch a badass movie and go get some popcorn and soda and go get pizza beforehand, eat a good meal. And but my favorite, the best thing was the triple threat trifecta. All right, quadruple threat. Go to Pop-Pop's. 2, have plans for the evening to go to the gym first. Now, in that plaza of the gym, there was a Japanese hibachi grill called Osaka. Hit gym hard when I was about 13, 12. Get a nice, good workout in, right? So, there was that, hit gym. Then hit Japanese food, my favorite. Funny little side note, every time my grandpa went there, he would drink this tea, and he would call it blowout tea. And he would, I guess, have diarrhea or something, so we stopped going there. But after working out, going to the hibachi to get some really badass food, guess what we did next? And guess what was in the same exact plaza? A movie theater. Yep. And we watched so many good movies. Spent so much time at the cinema. All right? So that's one of the reasons I love movies. And another reason I really, really love movies is because of how badass movies really are. Lord of the Rings, Star Wars, The Dark Knight. Okay, just to name a few. I think I just named all trilogies. I have a thing for trilogies. Okay. Harry Potter even. Harry Potter is legendary, right? Lord of the Rings is what captured me when I was little. It captured me. I was captured by it. On how well the movies were made and how they made you feel and how epic and well done they were, and the feelings and the enjoyment that Peter Jackson's Lord of the Rings did or gave me is another inspiration on why I want to be a great director. Mel Gibson's Braveheart, one of my favorite movies, if not my favorite movie. That was so well made, so emotionally impacting and passionate and glorious. It's one of the most glorious things, like, in the world, I think. Is that movie, that creative project that another man made. That's what drives me. So I think I've said enough. I got a 22-minute spiel here. And, I really hope you guys like my style. I'm just a guy speaking my mind out here. Enjoying what I speak about. And I highly encourage you guys, if you guys like to film, if you would just want to talk and get shit off your chest, talking to a camera like me, this is pretty therapeutic to just talk and kind of visualizing other people listening and receiving your message. So, it's healthy. So that's that. I'm gonna put together a video. It's gonna take some time, but I think I have a good basis, a good start. Thanks for listening, and I hope I didn't bore you. All right, have a good day.